So first step, it's been washed and conditioned, and just a bit of towel drying just to get a lot of the moisture out, and we're at this point now. So I have a little comb and I comb it back. Now this is not a style where we're embracing the curls at the front, so that's why I'm brushing it. If you wanted your curls, you probably don't want to brush it because that will actually brush them out. So some sort of product like this is a finishing cream. I usually use a curl cream, but this is just what I've got today. So spreading that all through the hair. This helps with my hair because I do have coarser hair. It's a bit more frizzy. So this will just help us to get it a bit smoother. Okay, so next thing is to use the comb again and section it. So what I tend to do is section up the front bit. You could do a parting and section out those bits. I find this works better at this length. So I'm sectioning out the front and I'm getting one of these. So these are just those tiny little plastic elastic bands for your hair. They've got to be quite small and thin like this. I don't know if I can show you close up. I forget what they're called, but they're like that. So you need those because they will grip the hair better when you don't have as much hair and keep it in place. So we're going to just basically scoop up this front section and tie it up. Now this is going to look silly at first. You're going to be like, what? That doesn't look good. Look, it's like a little ponytail on the top of my head. I'm going to teach you what we do with that in a little bit, so just bear with me. Okay, so we do that in sections. Now, when my hair first got long enough to start doing this, these were tiny little pigtails and they were all over my head. As it's got longer, it's getting obviously to a point where there are less of these pigtails, and I find I have one on the top, one on each front part of the side, and I'll usually do two at the bottom back so that it's like two little piggy tails. I find one still doesn't work, it falls out. And sometimes I will also do some in the middle part because there are some curls that come out. Now, if you don't do them in the middle part, it's actually okay too, because the curls, if you put curl cream in, look quite cute anyway. So it tends to look fine regardless. But you'll see there, I've probably got a little bit of extra hair here, which I'm going to tie up as well. Now, again, this looks quite silly at the moment. It looks like a little kid's hairstyle. Bear with me. We'll get there. Okay, so we've tied up all the sections, and now we get to the bobby pins. So with the bobby pins, what we're trying to achieve here is pushing down these bits that are sticking out, because we don't really want to look like an alien, right? So we basically just pull it down and push a bobby pin in. And you can see now that looks like it's just been pulled back. We can do the same on the other side. So one bobby pin. Now doing this wet is a lot easier, particularly if you have the sort of texture that my hair is. I think chemo curls generally have a similar texture. If you do it dry, you're probably going to need to use a lot more gel and product to like slick it back and to get it in place. So I find it's a little bit easier on wet. Okay, so I'm going to do the same at the back. So I'm going to push the ponytail part up and put a bobby pin through. So what that achieves, it's a bit curled up at the top there, but it achieves almost like a little bun look. Same on the other side. So basically for every hair elastic, there needs to be a bobby pin that is putting the hair back into place. Now the top one may need more than one bobby pin. So we're going to put one in the ponytail part to pull it down, as you can see. And sometimes, at the moment I don't really need it, but sometimes I might put one there too to stop the remainder of the hair falling out. When my hair was shorter, I usually needed another bobby pin sort of in like this at the front too. So I'll do it now just to show you. Now, you can see we're nearly there. Any other stray hairs like this that are coming out, we're just gonna pop a bobby pin in. And then you might put some more product in, you might put some hairspray, and oh, this is still sticking up a tiny bit, so we might just try and push that down a tiny bit more. As it dries, you could also fluff it up a little bit more up the front so that it doesn't look so lumpy on the top. It really depends from day to day. Sometimes I find it looks more lumpy than others. Let's put another bobby pin in and try and get that out. So, the finished look. I think that looks like a pretty good updo for someone who has such short hair. I hope this helped. Please comment if you've got any other ideas that might help for somebody who has short hair but wants to achieve the long hair updo look, particularly for us people growing back our hair after chemo.